I have seen this tower in 1,000 photos, but nothing compares to standing right in front of it in real life. Hi, I'm Amy with Travel by Mike, and I am standing with a little view of the Eiffel Tower. As a travel professional, the Eiffel Tower questions are always the same. Do I need to go up? When is the best time? How do I avoid the queues? Is it worth the money? Today I'm answering all of those. Everything you need to know before you visit to make the most of your absolute iconic experience.
Before we cover all that, let me tell you a story. Years ago, maybe around 2015, my kids asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I told them that I wanted lunch under the Eiffel Tower. So on Christmas morning, I unwrapped my gift, and it was a miniature Eiffel Tower, and underneath it, a Wawa gift card. Lunch under the Eiffel Tower, quite literally, and I loved it, and I kept that little Eiffel Tower for years. Fast forward to 2023, my first trip to Paris, and I finally got to sit under the real one, no Wawa gift card required. Some dreams take a little longer, but they're absolutely worth it. So let's talk about this extraordinary structure. The Eiffel Tower was built by Gustave Eiffel for the 1889 World's Fair. It was meant to be temporary, a demonstration of what could be done with iron. They were going to tear it down after 20 years. Paris was not sure about it at first. Writers and artists called it an eyesore, a blot on the skyline, the Iron Monster. But it stayed. It turned out to be incredibly useful as a radio transmission tower, and somewhere along the way, Paris fell completely in love with it. It stands 330 meters tall, just over 1,000 feet. For 40 years after it was built, it was the tallest man-made structure in the world. Over 7 million people visit it every year. Before we go any further, if you're new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button and join the Wanderlusters. I put out new travel content every week, and there's so much more Paris still to come on this channel. One thing I want to set expectations on before you plan your Paris day. The Eiffel Tower is in the 7th arrondissement, and while it's absolutely the most iconic landmark in the city, it's certainly not centrally located to anything else on your list. The Louvre, not close. The Marais, not close. Montmartre and Sacré-Cœur, definitely not close. Plan your Eiffel Tower visit as its own destination day, or pair it with things that are nearby. The Trocadero Plaza across the river, the Musée du Quai Branly just steps away, and the gorgeous Seine riverbank for a long, slow walk. Now, how do you get there? The easiest options are Metro Line 6 to the Bir Hakeim, Metro Line 9 to Trocadero, or the RER-C to the Champ de Mars, which is the Tour Eiffel station. And here's an insider tip you will want to know about. If you take Metro Line 6, parts of that line run above ground. And as you come into the Bir Hakeim station, you will catch a glimpse of the Eiffel Tower from the train itself. It is one of those unexpected Paris moments that just grabs your attention, so keep your eyes peeled. There is no single right way to approach the Eiffel Tower. And part of the magic is choosing your angle. From the Champ de Mars, the long park that stretches out from the south side, you get the classic straight-on view. This is where the picnic blankets are. This is where the families sit. This is where the class trips happen. This is the most relaxed approach. From the Trocadero Plaza on the north side, across the Seine, this is the photographer's angle. You're elevated, looking down across the river at the tower rising behind it. Sunrise here is extraordinary. And from my favorite, the Seine riverbank, especially at night, this is where it becomes truly cinematic. The reflection in the water, the boats going by, the city is just alive around you. And you can also see the tower from the Bir Hakeim Bridge, one of the most beautiful bridges in Paris. You get a framed view that looks like it belongs in a film, because it's been in several. Now, the big question, do you go up? Here's my honest answer. You don't have to. And I say that as someone who has been to Paris twice and has not gone up either time and have no regrets in that decision. Don't get me wrong, the view from the Eiffel Tower is impressive, but the view of the Eiffel Tower, especially at night, is the thing people remember forever. With that being said, if it's on your bucket list, do it. Go up. Book it in advance though, and I mean well in advance. The lines without a reservation are brutal. I have a Viator link in the description that will get you sorted with the skip the line tickets so you can actually enjoy it instead of standing in queue for 3 hours. There are 3 levels. Most people go to the second floor. The views are spectacular and the lines are shorter than the summit. The glass floor on the first level is either thrilling or terrifying, depending on your relationship with heights. I do need to talk to you about the area around the tower because it is one of the most heavily pickpocketed tourist zones in all of Paris and probably one of the top 5 in all of Europe. You will be approached by people selling miniature Eiffel Towers. They are persistent and they will get in your space. A polite but firm no should take care of them. Do not feel bad about walking away. Also, watch out for the friendship bracelet trick. I talked about this in my Sacré-Cœur video. But when someone approaches you, ties a bracelet on your wrist before you can stop them, and then they're going to demand payment. The moment anyone reaches for your wrist, step back. Also, keep your bag in front of you. Keep your phone in your pocket, preferably front pocket when you're not using it, and just be aware in the crowds. Paris is a safe city, but the Eiffel Tower area specifically, just use a little caution. None of this should stop you from going. It just means you go prepared. Here's the thing about the Eiffel Tower that most first-time visitors miss. The experience is not just going up. It's about being there. The Champ de Mars, the park that stretches out in front of the tower on the south side, is one of the best picnic spots in the world. And I don't use that phrase lightly. Stop at a boulangerie on your way, grab a baguette and some cheese, maybe a little wine if that's your speed, or stop at the Monoprix, the French supermarket chain, for everything that you need. Spread out on the grass and just look up. Some of my best Paris memories are not inside museums or at the top of monuments. They are sitting on the Champ de Mars, doing absolutely nothing but watching the most famous structure in the world just exist in front of me. Give yourself that time. You will not regret it. And then stay for after dark. Every hour on the hour from sunset until 1 a.m., the Eiffel Tower lights up in a full sparkle show. 5 minutes of golden light dancing across the entire structure. 20,000 light bulbs flashing against the Paris sky. I have watched it from the bank of the Seine, and I can tell you no photograph, no video, no description does this justice. It's just the kind of thing that makes you sit there quietly and watch. My daughter Emily was on this first trip to Paris with me. It was also her first time in Europe. She was standing on the bank of the Seine watching the sparkle show when she just started to cry. She was just so overcome with emotions. And then, I kid you not, she looked up and a shooting star went across the sky. Right at that moment, she will tell you to this day that it is one of the greatest memories of her life. From frequent trips to Disney to a shooting star over the Seine, that's what travel does to a person. Emily now runs her own Instagram, Elsewhere with Em, and she's currently somewhere between Romania, Albania, and Sweden before she joins me on our Alaska cruise. Not bad from someone who was content going to Disney just a few years ago. If you want to find the best spot to watch the sparkle show, the Seine riverbank near the bridge is where I recommend and is where we watched it. You're far enough back to see the whole tower, and the water reflects the light. It's genuinely magical. The Eiffel Tower is one of those places that exists in your imagination long before you ever get there. And somehow, the real thing is even better. Whether you go up, or you sit on the grass, or watch it sparkle from the riverbank at night, make it yours. There's no wrong way to do the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower, 330 meters of iron that was supposed to be temporary and ended up becoming the most recognized structure on Earth. If I can help you plan your Paris adventure, drop a comment below or reach out. I would love to make this happen for you. I'm Amy, always the adventurer. Keep wandering, Wanderlusters, and I'll see you on the flip side.